Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ever closer to the end of Retro Cup, so I decided to go over just one, probably the most meta team possible. I know the whole time we've been going through videos, and even in the best team video, it's been like Oranguru Dunsparce Cup, and we've been trying to avoid it, but sometimes you just can't avoid inevitability, and these two are the cornerstone of this cup. So let's go ahead and go over a team that has both of them in it. We're going to have Oranguru in the lead. If you're not familiar with these movesets, I don't even know what to say. That's crazy. Oranguru has Confusion, Trailblaze, and Brutal Swing. You get to Brutal Swing in 3 Confusions. It is fast as fuck to get to. We have Dunsparce in the back as well. Its movesets Roll Out, Drill Run, Rock Slide. Very basic, very great safe swap. And then in our third, we're going to have Clodsire, kind of has the same coverages as Dunsparce. It's a ground type. Dunsparce is like a fake ground type, really being used for its ground type abilities, but doesn't actually have that ground type subtyping or typing at all. It's just a normal type. Clodsire, we're going to go with the normal. I guess right before the switch over to Stone Edge, so we're going to have the Sledge Bomb Earthquake variant, just because in this cup Sledge Bomb is just well, it's just faster to get to, I guess. I don't know. What does Stone Edge hit in this cup? It hits like Jump Pluff, the dragons, but the dragons are all pretty squishy. The flying ones, the Dragonite, Altaria. So I guess Sledge Bomb's just fine against everything of those. Even though I think in the best teams videos we were definitely showcasing a lot of Stone Edge. I guess you just want to hit things for neutral with the Sledge Bomb there. Alright, and it has same type of attack bonus. Anyways, we're going way too long in the intro. Let's get into the battles. And movesets there on the left. Let's do it. Alright, Mew lead. Definitely not a normal lead here, but pretty good for us. Obviously, we do have Brutal Swing. Now, they are on a 2-turn move. We're on a 4-turn move. So there's no, like, good timing to go for on the 4-turn move, Mon. You can go whenever you want. I guess we thought there were going to be a CMP there, which I'm assuming we lose CMP. Mew goes for the Wild Charge. We do try to catch the second Wild Charge there on the Dunsparce, but they do end up switching into Artifact. This is a great matchup for us. Obviously, we have rock-type moves for Rollout and Rock Slide, and that's going to be super effective against the ice typing of Artifacts. We have another Dragon user that is throwing on weird timing. This is the 31 to 3250 range. So interesting to see that timing there. Another bad timing one, but they're actually just going to go for the KO here, so the timing doesn't matter that much, because obviously we would more than likely not want to risk that. We could come in with either Mon. We're hoping they're 1 confusion away, but 2 confusions is even better, to be honest. They end up coming in with Baxcalibur. So we go for the Trailblaze, which is going to up our damage, but unfortunately they don't end up shielding, so they're probably going to end up shielding this, which is going to be the Brutal Swing, going to be neutral. And we'll end up coming with Clodsire. It's going to be Clodsire versus the world. Baxcalibur, I'm sure, does have access to something like Avalanche. I'm not even 100% sure. I don't think I've ever seen this Pokemon before. But they're out of shields. And that's going to be GG for the Mew. Probably running Surf to be super effective against the Clodsire there. As long as, which is the old moveset of Surf Wild Charge. Anyways, Primeape coming in. Or in the lead there, ends up taking half their life in the 3 confusions that we do get off there. Was it 4 maybe? It was 4, and we are able to get to double Brutal Swing here. We will survive one. We'll get this pretty low. I'm wondering if we'll switch into the Dunsparce after this, just to do like a farm down, because it'll be pretty low. Oh, it ends up shielding. I guess we ended up having to shield on the close combat because that does a ton of damage, especially from something like Primeape, which is very attack weighted. Oh, interesting timing here. Just making sure that they don't get to the third one, so makes sense. We don't want to throw 4 because then we'll CMP. They do come back in with the Primeape, and obviously we do have a Drill Run loaded. Just all that farming coming in handy. They can't really go for a farm down because we can go for another move, so they have to throw a close combat here. We're not even scared of something like a Rage Fist because obviously we're normal type, which double resists Rage Fist. We do end up coming in to... Ooh, it's weird. Is this good? I don't even know what moves this has. It looks like Confusion, so it is resisted by us. I think they have something like X Scissor and Aerial Ace, if I was to guess. Okay, Fly. And these are pure guesses, by the way. I have literally no idea what this thing has. I've never seen these last two Mon. I guess people are going for Spice just to make sure that you don't know what they're doing in the high ELOs. Alright, Miltank. Something we do know about. Looks like we're going to go for the Trailblaze here. Again, on a 4-turn move versus a 3-turn move, you would love to go for 2 Confusions. That's the best timing. Okay, we do get good timing here. We go for the Trailblaze to up our Confusion damage. Now, it does give them a lot of energy. Obviously, they're so loaded up right now. But if they go for Body Slam, we're not too worried. Ice Beam's okay, I guess. And yeah, this is where timing can become a really big issue for the 4-turn moves. But we can always come in with whatever and farm this down. They end up coming in with Typhlosion, even though we showed Dunsparce. So that's interesting. They will have to shield this. Can we actually get like a big farm down here? I don't know how many shields it's going to cost us to go for this farm down, but if they always go for one more Incinerate, we can always throw before, even though this is not like the 100% ideal timing. It is still fine and good timing. And we can possibly get... We could probably let this go, to be honest, or we can go for a full farm down. Thunder Punch. Okay, so they're going to get to a second Thunder Punch. Alright. We're going to be all in here. Now, this is where Stone Edge would be monstrous. Technically, we don't get KO'd by a Brave Bird here. So if they do go for Brave Bird, they're probably going to lose. Because we're going to go for 2 and then a Sludge Bomb. And then if they live, probably they're going to be in farm down range. And then they're not at any moves on any of the other Mon. So, yeah, they might not just... There just might not be enough damage available to go into this... Catching you here in the middle of the video, definitely subscribe if you haven't. Just take a second, hit it. All right, back to the video. Clodsire. Plus, we have a move available if we need it. But getting that farm down and then just throwing Earthquake, yeah, GG. Double Incinerate backline is very interesting. Alright, Jumpluff, we end up switching. We obviously have 2 things that are very good against the Jumpluff. They end up coming in with Medicham, not a Mon you see very much. A Mon I would love to use in this cup. I think it's actually not that bad. Ice Punch, double super effective against Jumpluff. And then Dynamic Punch going to be super effective against the normal types. And neutral into like Oranguru, Vergyverg, those type of Mon. Obviously pretty bad against something like Cresselia. But they're not going to get to farm us down because counter is no longer that good of a move. So they do Ice Punch. We come into the Oranguru. Probably just going to be a full farm down. You don't even care too much about it being something like Dynamic Punch, which comes up here. And I think this is probably just an Ice Punch. But you get your move so fast with Psycho Cut. It's crazy. Alright, they come back in with Jumpluff. We do have a lot of energy going into this, so we do throw one of these Brutal Swings and then probably going to switch into the Clodsire. Just trying to do a little bit of damage here. They do end up coming in with the Feraligatr. This is where something like Sludge Bomb is pretty good. They might not shield it, but we are pacing fast to these, and we did get into there before they did, obviously. So we can definitely outpace to the second one, which means we'll probably shield once, and then maybe let this Feraligatr go. I'm sorry, let this Clodsire go to this Feraligatr, which, yeah, now we're going to have the shield advantage, but this is tough. Okay, we could actually just shield this. They actually let us get to the CMP. Not a very good idea there by them, but does this even KO? I'm not too sure. We'll see. If it doesn't, probably we just switch. Oh, no, they're 1 away, so that's GG. Because now we have Sledge Bomb versus this, and we still have a decent amount of Oranguru left. So even if they throw, it's going to take 2 energy balls. Oh, they have Acrobatics. So Acrobatics and an energy ball to KO us, but we're going to get this pretty low. Probably we could force them, or we could catch. We could force them to throw on Clodsire, or we could catch is what I mean. We want to get to a move. And they do end up going for the energy ball here, and we're going to get to the Brutal Swing, and that's going to be GG. The only thing is we don't want to waste our energy anywhere, so that's the choices that we had to make, whichever one we wanted to do there. All right, another Primeape lead, really good for us, into Artifacts. This is obviously everywhere. I wonder if this was a team someone made? Was it our team? No, we had Artifacts in the front. And I don't think I have a normal Primeape, to be honest. Actually, I definitely do, because I traded someone for Cross Chop when it was Legacy before the Elite TMs. So, nice to have a move here. They do have a Primeape with Karate Chop, but Karate Chop not the same type of damage that counter used to be, so we knew that we could handle one of those and then throw a good move into whatever we wanted to there. Again, we'll have to avoid the close combat, so we'll probably end up shielding this. We don't know if Oranguru is going to be good in the back. Maybe they do have a Clodsire of their own. It does end up being a Jump Fluff Shadow version, which is pretty nice for us because we're not threatened by any of the moves. Seems like they got to this pretty fast. Acrobatics. My god, this is when Acrobatics is supposed to be really good and we're not using Acrobatics Jump Fluff ourselves. Is pretty crazy because you guys know how much of a fan I am of Acrobatics, but this won't KO, so I'll probably just end up letting this go. End up getting both of these shields here. They do go for Acrobatics again. Can they get a farm down here even though Fairy Wind is resisted? That's going to be what they're going for. They end up, or we end up switching here, which makes a lot of sense. If they do get that farm down, we will be so screwed. Obviously, if they don't, they will have a chance to catch as well. So we're putting ourselves in a very good situation versus a potentially horrific situation. They don't throw a move there. I'm pretty sure they would have gotten to Acrobatics, but also we have a shield and they wouldn't have gotten to anything on the Primeape, so they probably just gave up at that point. Goodra in the lead. Obviously, we want to go for Brutal Swing. Goodra is going to be neutrally good against Clodsire because it does have, what's it called? Aqua Tail, which is going to be super effective against it, so that's why we probably... Draco. Okay, I'm already thinking it's triple dragon, so I guess Dragonair or Shadow Dragonair or Shadow Dragonite in the back. It could also be, I guess, Baxcalibur, which we saw earlier. But since they do switch into this ice type, we will go back into Dunsparce, which is having a great time against a lot of these teams, which is crazy. Because usually this is the safe swap, safe into all the meta type thing, but now we're seeing it being like super effective against these things, which is crazy. This will obviously KO. They could shield and farm down, I believe. Yeah, for sure they could. But they're going to show their last type, which ends up being an Araquanid, which is going to be awkward. Obviously, we're going to be resisting the fast attacks, but we are going to be taking super effective from... I was going to say the charge attacks, but it looks like it might just be Bubble Beam versus Bubble Beam and Water Pulse. It looks like it could be Bubble Beam plus Mega Horn, which they don't want to throw Mega Horn into us. We do resist that. So they're going to Bubble Beam us all the way down, I guess. This matchup will take us such a long time, but with a 50-second shot clock timer, it's going to be so good for us to actually just pivot out of this if we want to. We'll at least take away the debuffs there, and now we can throw this for neutral. They will probably end up shielding this. Since they saved their shields for this, now we're going to be stuck in here for quite a while. But the fact that they've only shown Bubble Beam, it means that, I mean, they're probably going to end up having to shield this. I think it's going to be GG for us. We still have a full, yeah, I guess we're just letting this go. Actually, probably end up living this, to be honest. But we still have a full Oranguru, although we are taking super effective from the fast attack here. They are out of shield, so this will KO. And they only have a little bit left. Oh, they're actually out on the... Oh my gosh, so much dragon. I guess we were really correct when we went for the dragon team there. All right, this guy doesn't throw in bad timing there, so we are going to shield just in case it is a superpower. But now we're going to be afraid of everything on the second shield, which sucks. But it's okay. We'll end up getting... well, we'd have to throw on CMP. We end up trying to catch on CMP, and we do. Really good heads-up awareness here. Dragonite going to get farmed down if they do decide to stay in. They do actually have a Oranguru here in the back. We can go for the Sledge Bomb if we want to throw before they get to a move. Also means that we'll probably have another chance to get to another Sledge Bomb here because a Brutal Swing will not KO us from here. A Trailblaze definitely won't KO. Now, do they want to save their Oranguru's health? Not too sure. Looks like they don't care too much about that. Now the question is, what do we think is going to be good in the back? Dunsparce or Oranguru? Dunsparce is going to give us a lot more energy, and Oranguru would come in here and take a lot of damage from Brutal Swing. So, Dragonite's super low. They end up having Cresselia in the back. Okay. So it's not bad. This is neutral, but in their favor by quite a lot in this matchup. But we still have a lot of the Oranguru left. Their Dragonite is very low. It's going to be probably in 1 confusion range. Probably 2... Well, do we think it's going to be 1 or 2 rollouts? I'm not too sure there. The Dragonite ends up catching, but this will KO the Dragonite, so that's good. We'll end up switching. We have a decent amount of energy. Again, we're going to shield this and then throw back to back, I'm sure. It's a 4-turn move versus a 2-turn move, so we're just looking to win CMP. And I'm pretty sure Oranguru does win CMP against Cresselia, but I'm not 100%. I guess we'll end up finding out here. Oh? Does it KO, though? I think it does. Oh! Okay, Psycho Cut doesn't do that much damage. Maybe rollout KOs. We are very low, though. Okay, nice. Whew. Alright, Dugong. I have not seen this one in a little bit, and they just left. Okay. Interesting. But we do have another Oranguru here. I'm sorry. We do have another Oranguru. Technically, it is ours. And we come in with the, or they start with the Dugong. This person is obviously not willing to switch out of their Dugong. They end up switching into Jumpluff here. We do end up coming with the Clodsire. So if you do see a Jumpluff, coming Clodsire instead of Dunsparce. Dunsparce obviously can be neutrally good against a lot of this cup. So another Acrobatics. All right, Sledge Bomb into them. Both of us are using 2-turn moves, so definitely just throw when you're not going to CMP. Although you probably do win CMP. I'm not too sure on the CMPs here as well. The non-shadow is apparently, I mean, obviously less likely to KO you with double acrobatics, whereas the shadow one was very close to KOing on 2 and looked like they could actually get a farm down with the Fairy Wind. So definitely something to think about. If we could get to another Sledge Bomb, that would be fantastic, but we are not able to. Probably could come in Dunsparce. I'm not too sure. We're going to take a lot of damage either way. We do have a lot of energy on Oranguru, so this is pretty nice. They do end up coming in with a Trevenant, and they go for the no shield, but we do have a Brutal Swing here. They actually have Sucker Punch, which is going to be super effective against our Psychic typing there. So actually, really interesting moveset here by the Trevenant. All right. Gastrodon in the lead. They're going to do a lot of damage with their fast attacks, but we do have Trailblaze at the end of the day, so Trailblaze will one-shot this guy. Do we think this is going to be an Earth Power? No. And even if it is, we still end up living. We're going to go for... Are we going to get KO'd, though, by the fast attack here? Oh, no. That's really not great for us. Alright. We can still get to the drill run here, which is not too bad. And then I guess we're really hoping that Clodsire is going to be good against the back. Now, with something like a Gastrodon in the lead, you would think that something like Clodsire would be very good against the things in the back. But we'll see. Ends up being an Oranguru. Not great for Clodsire, to be honest. You lived this, but the question is, do you want to live by a lot? And then we can go one more rollout and throw, and then go one more rollout and throw again, and then we'll probably end up switching after that. We're getting just a little bit too low here on the Dunsparce. But since they have a 4-turn move and we have a 3-turn move, we want to go for these good timings and really get a lot of damage out into this before switching. I think I said Oranguru. I definitely meant Clodsire. I actually have a feeling I didn't say it at all now. Should this be a blooper? I won't do it. All right. They do end up having Talonflame here in the back, and now we are low enough to where Brave Bird will KO. So notice that we are throwing before now, because it's most likely that they're not going to throw Brave Bird, but we do have to be prepared for it. They're going to go up to 100 energy, but we're not allowing them to throw on great timing, which is really good for us. Oh, they do end up throwing on good timing here. Okay. We have double shields. They're going to be on pretty low energy after the second fly. Plus, they're going to go for either a non-bad... Well, we have Dunsparce available right now. Oh, this actually KO'd. Them going for good timing... Let me pause here for a second. So, this is something that can really happen in the, like... It's for the people that know what they're doing and don't want to give up any efficiencies, but is really screwing them over. So it's not the absolute top tier, but it's that tier right below of really good trainers that are trying to get super efficient, but it's costing them way more than it ever could if they were just throwing, because at the very least they get a shield there, you know. They also went for good timing earlier when they didn't have to necessarily, and yeah, we're gonna sneak in some poison stings, but at least they would have gotten 2 moves off, and it possibly 3, and 3 would have been a super game changer in that game. All right, Moonblast here into the Dunsparce. If you can go for the Moonblast, it's definitely the way to go. Since Skytech got nerfed like 4 seasons ago, Skytech's not the greatest move, so if it's not going to be super effective, not really going to be where you want to be. All right, Annihilate. Obviously, they do have close combat as well for the Oranguru, but they're going to be taking super effective from the Confusions as well. They do end up coming in with a Knock Towel. Going to get a little bit of damage off before switching. Actually, both of our Mon are actually pretty good against Dunsparce. Not Dunsparce, Annihilate. So it's a question of who do we want to come in here now. And I think it's really interesting. I think at this point we're probably in that 3150 range in the video here. So it is interesting to see a Knock Towel. I guess it's really good against Jump Bluff. It's quite bad against Dunsparce, so not too sure here. It looks like we ended up going on CMP here, not the greatest. Nightshade. We went on CMP because they threw a move that was awkward, or that we haven't seen in such a long time. But now we have 2 shields, and it doesn't matter. This is 100% a Rage Fist, but we have to shield. But they know we have 2 shields. Oh, it's Ice Punch. Oh, I wonder if they don't have Rage Fist at all. Oh, they might have close combat, actually, if I was to make a guess. Yeah, they have Rage Fist, Ice Punch. All right, Oranguru lead. Now it's whether or not do we think we're going to win CMP or not. Oh, they actually think they're going to lose CMP, so they end up switching into Licky Licky. We go for the Trailblaze, which makes it seem like we're going to stay in here a while. I guess we don't care too much about the body slams. So again, we want to go 2 and then throw. That's the best timing for 4-turn move against a 3-turn move, because 2 4-turn moves is 8 turns, 3 3-turn moves is 9 turns, which is longer. You'll live the body slam here, so probably it's just a confusion down and then have a move going into the next matchup, which is great because if they come into the Oranguru, this is a boosted Brutal Swing. Did they get a 1-turn lag, or did they try to CMP and lose? If they CMP'd and lost, oof, sucks for you, trainer. Now they're super low, and they've thrown their energy away. All right, they do end up having a Primeape in the back, which is a lot better than an Annihilate for us, because Annihilate does have the Ghost typing, which would resist the Poison typing here. They do go for the Rage Fist. Makes a lot of sense. They're thinking this matchup's going to last a very long time. And this actually doesn't even look like the best situation for us, although we can take 2 Rage Fists pretty easily. Yeah, and then we'll be starting to shield all of these at this point. But at the very least, we are going to get 2 shields, which is nice. We do have to be wary of the switch timer. It means that Dunsparce will have a chance to throw a move at them as well. So, but they are 3 times buffed at this point. Nice catch on a Rage Fist here. It is double resisted by Dunsparce. And if they want to stay in this matchup, they will also take a drill run on bad timing. Because if we throw on good timing, again, I said it, they're going to be ready for good timing, so going to be throwing on bad timing. And I didn't even know that was going to happen, and I basically understood that it was going to happen. You know what I mean? We could shield, or we could decide we're going to live. Again, was this CMP, or did they give up, or what happened here? Okay, well, GG. All right, another Primeape lead. They do end up coming in with a Ninetales, which we did see in one of our earlier videos. So very interesting. Drill Run, obviously, both moves super effective, but Drill Run is a better move in general. So Rock Slide, I think, was nerfed 3 or 4 seasons ago as well. So they have a 3-turn move as well with Fire Spin. Fire Spin was buffed this season. So just no good timings here. Just throw whenever you want kind of thing. We do get the Ninetales down. We have a shield advantage. Or I'm sorry, we have a switch advantage back, but they actually are going to get a ton of energy here on the Primeape. But we have an ability to go for bad timing on this next one and throw another drill run. So they will have to throw at us. Or they're going to shield and farm down. The question is, both of our mon are good in the back. Do we let the farm down happen? Yes, because confusion is going to be much better, especially if we sneak a confusion in through here. And if they do throw close combat, they're going to be so screwed. But we come in on the mon that we know can eat a lot of the moves. We do resist the close combat. Their defense is double debuffed. And they're going to switch now, I assume. Or not. This Rage Fist is going to do a decent amount, but we're going to have a move coming into the last mon here. I'm not sure what this last mon is going to be. Oh, ends up being a Talonflame. All right, Annihilate lead. All right, a lot of fighters here at the highest ELOs. Now we're in that like 3250 range. So they do come in with their own Dunsparce. They're already very low on HP. So this is basically giving us a move lead. So we'll basically have that energy lead as well. But the problem is 2 drill runs will not KO from here. So they might be in a better position, although it's very close. Because I feel like the next rollout or 2 will KO. We'll just have to see. We're going to be in the red, so the next drill run will KO us for sure. Yeah. Do we want switch? I guess it doesn't really matter, right? Shield advantage is a little better for us. I wonder if we end up coming in... We could come in with either, but we might get 2 poison stings, to be honest. But 1 confusion is kind of the same as 2 poison stings, so they end up coming in with a, well, I forgot the name of this thing, but we'll see it here in a second, Araquanid. They come back in with a Annihilate. So the question is, do we go for the Earthquakes or not? This is definitely a Rage Fist. I guess it could be Ice Punch. Okay, it is Rage Fist, so this guy's got confusion, Rage Fist and Close Combat. Okay, they end up shielding. Technically, this next Rage Fist won't KO us, but we might get countered down after that. But we will get the next shield. Maybe we won't. Oh, the bait. Okay, we showed we won't bait the first time. Oh no. We save the move. We get a confusion through. We're going to have to expend both the shields here, though. At this point, the close combat's going to do too much. I will say that confusion did go through on a close combated Annihilate there, so that Annihilate is very low in the back. Trailblaze is going to give us a little bit more damage here. Water Pulse KOs us, but Bubble Beam, this would suck to get Bubble Beamed. Okay, we do have a move still. If we can get out of this matchup with a little bit of HP. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Throw in the Sledge Bomb. This will KO, and then the Annihilate will... Well, wait a minute. Oh! That Rage Fist is going to KO us. Dang. That was a close game. That was a crazy game, though. Also, I will say, when we're showcasing these, this is a showcase from Inhoff, by the way. Her Twitch is going to be in the description below. I'll say it at the end as well. But when we're showcasing these battles that are happening in the 3250 range, you should also, if you want to catch a team, look at the opponent's teams and definitely use them if if those are teams that you like, maybe you like more of the fighting types. We've seen a ton of Primeape and Annihilape teams on the other side. They're obviously doing well. And yeah, this looks tough, to be honest, because we're going to be in the same situation as the last game where they can kind of ramp up. They're not taking too much damage because they do resist. The only thing is, okay, changing it up now, going for the Sludge Bomb here. They do end up shielding. And now we go for the CMP on the Earthquake. We don't necessarily need to shield this, but we are getting low on the only thing that can really handle this Annihilape. All right. It's going to take us a lot of energy to get to this next move. They do end up shielding. I think this is going to be rough. Oh, they end up going for a catch. Oh my god, opponent 5-headed themselves. Okay. Alright, they really thought we were going to go for the catch there because we definitely would have made it to like that energy move or whatever, but now we have this massively good matchup here against the Altaria. This is probably going to be the Moonblast again. If you can go for Moonblast, definitely go for it. We're going to go for, try to get to 2 moves, throw one at the Altaria, throw one at the Annihilape, and then if they throw their move at Dunsparce, we have the Earthquake available for that Annihilape. Alright, Furret. Definitely saw 2 Furrets in the last video. So definitely a mon that is interesting. They do get a little bit of our HP. Sucker Punch can be very, very good against Oranguru, super effective, which is why we switched out. And why Furret can be so good. Also has Brick Break for the Dunsparces if they get into that no shield situation. And Dig for the Clodsire. Furret actually has very good coverage. There's just not enough time to where I can showcase a Furret video. But Furret's another mon that I would love to showcase. Annihilape, Primeape. Yeah, just not enough time left in these. Hopefully, if I start streaming again, works crazy. And today we have like a Friendsgiving type thing. So definitely not a lot of time right now. But we're getting really close to where I'm going to have a lot of time. So hopefully that comes in. Dang, Furret is crushing through us. Is this a Brick Break? We probably live a Brick Break. Oh, it's Dig. We lose all that energy. I'm not sure there's a way we win this game unless they're very weak to this, I guess, Jumpluff in the back. If they shield now and Jumpluff. Okay, now do we shield a Dig or do we call a Brick Break? We call it instantly. Okay, it was a Dig. Okay, Charjabug's really bad against us. The thing is, can we get a farm down on a Sludge Bomb? I think a Sludge Bomb plus a farm down will KO this. So we will have very close to a second Sludge Bomb. Okay, Earthquake definitely KOs. The question is, so they're going to Brick Break us, but are we going to get KO'd by fast attacks? Oh my god. We lived. Holy moly. Those are good IVs on that Clodsire. Holy, 1 HP in a dream. All right. If I could fix this and showcase. Okay. Thank you so much for the video. Definitely catch Inhoff. She streams on Twitch pretty irregularly, but I feel like more often than not nowadays. So definitely check out her channel below. Again, I'll put it in the description below. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's so early in the morning right now, by the way. Yeah, definitely sub to her on Twitch, and definitely wait, I think on Twitch it's follow on Twitch and then subscribe to me on YouTube. All right, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. It is way too early for me to try to be saying other things than Pokemon battles. All right, yeah, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Hey, thank you for watching the video, and if you want to continue to support me, definitely click that subscribe button. You'll see any content coming out, and if you want another video on this same league for some more tips and tricks to other teams, check that video out right there, and I'll see you in the next one.